I just sip my drink and pose for the photos. Die for my friends, mix liquor with the soda. Low key mobbing, heart grown colder. Live for the moment, die when I'm older.
It's the shakes.
All right.
Cheers, fellas.
Hello.
Gotta love that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's the boy Weekend Herb.
And it's the guy still the witness protection until my trial, your boy Mr. Petty.
And it is your champion. It is your hero. It is your mom's favorite workout tool. I am Rick Stroh.
Thank you guys for joining us here on Blerds Whiskey Live. We got a great show as always lined up for. Shut up, Rick. Stop saying that. We've got two special guests in the house with us from Rising Eagle Comics. We got Shakes and Rome in the building. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you jumping on the show. And we're going to get into having, we're happy that you're here. But before we get to that, what you guys drinking this week? I am, of course, the fucker up of drinks, basically. So I'm doing green tea and Proper 12.
Shout out to Rick for when we was doing the watch party last night. He brought in some Simply Spiked and mixed in some Jose.
All right, so I got this energy drink called Celsius, which is low in sugar, low in carbs and sugar. So that's the health part. And then I also have whiskey. So I made a whiskey and energy drink first thing in the morning. So it counts as a breakfast.
Shout out to Cam for helping Celsius replace that $82 million that they just had to pay the Flow Rider a couple weeks ago. I have my version of a Tom Collins. It's not a Tom Collins. I call it a Malik Collins because it is just gin, lemonade, and instead of soda water, I use the new competitor to Sprite, Starry. And then also, because I just found out that the green Haribo gummy bear is strawberry, I put some of those in the bottom of it. So it's a Malik Collins. I'm very devastated by this news.
What is so heartbreaking about the green colors? Like, what are you mad? Were you on M&M Fox Level News mad about this?
You don't equate green to strawberry. It should have been like watermelon or something like that. Like you don't look at green and think. I'm sorry. What are our guests drinking? We're not going off on this tangent, sir.
Hey, but he does have a point though. When you think of strawberry, you think of red and pink, not green.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's very deceptive. But Rising Eagle Comics, if you guys, what are you guys drinking this week?
I'm taking shots of Captain Morgan and chasing it down with water. Stay hydrated.
Hey.
Okay.
I got a cranberry and Douce. My little water bottle mix gets me through.
Okay.
All right. Checking out the comments over on YouTube. It looks like Black Unicorn Cosplay says, y'all stomachs got to be tough because ain't no way I'm drinking all this early. Hey, this is what we do.
No, Black Unicorn. Don't justify their nonsense. No one thinks about green when they think about strawberry. Sorry, read the next comment.
There's a green leaf on a strawberry, though. So it starts off green from the top of it, and then it becomes red.
You eat the red part.
But it's still the top. It's
justify
part of it.
Are we really arguing about the colors?
You know what? I'm a cosplay as a strawberry, but my whole costume is gonna be green. Then everybody tell me, what are you supposed to be? I'm a strawberry, but you're green. Exactly.
All right, so as I've said, we do have two special guests from Rising Eagle Comics. Gentlemen, if you will, introduce yourselves to our audience.
Hey, I'm Rome, founder of Rising Eagle. Started it in 2016. I currently have 4 issues published myself, and our Kickstarter is working on my 5th and Shake's 2nd, and I'll let him introduce himself from there.
Yep, I'm Shakes. I'm one of the writers. I write Legacy. I have 1 issue under my belt. last year of August. Finally let him out, and I'm halfway done with 2 already. So we just keeping the ball rolling and trying to reach our goal for the Kickstarter.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right. So I gotta ask my question first. For both romance shakes, what side of the fence are you on? Marvel or DC?
Mm.
Live movie wise, I'm definitely Marvel. Comics and um, animated, I think I'm a bigger DC fan.
All right.
Yeah, I would have to say the same. DC is killing it with their animated movies.
Yeah.
Well, they stopped the animated movies though, didn't they? I mean, in the
Yeah.
past ones are great.
Yeah, the
But
past
they,
ones
I
are
don't
great. Who knows what the hell they're doing right now is a mess. But yeah, the past movies are great. But going forward, I think Marvel's about to kill it while DC figures out its life in new direction and shit.
reboots
Yeah.
on top of reboots.
I don't know why they don't just do it like an animated universe instead of trying to copy Marvel. You're already
Because
killing it in the animation, so might as well keep that ball rolling.
Money's
I mean,
in live action, you know.
yeah,
I'm about to say, truth be told, no one's going to go to the movie theater to see an animated DC movie. We would, but the mass numbers of the box office numbers ain't going to see the animated.
They're trying to get a $1
Spider-Man.
billion movie under their belt, and they're not doing it with animated. That's for sure.
And
Plus
I-
DC. Go ahead, say it. Plus DC lost their Kevin Feige years ago when what's his name passed away. One of the founders of Milestone Comics, Dunn, I think his last name was. Yeah, Dwayne McDuffie. When he passed, he was kind of like their Kevin Feige of the DC animated universe. And when he passed, like I think his last posthumous one was the Flashpoint Paradox.
Makes sense.
Hey, that's
So
one of my
I-
favorite movies.
So I have a question. So who inspired you to become the artist that you are today?
So like I said, I started in 2016. It all started when Black Panther popped up in Civil War. Seeing that portrayal, seeing the reaction to, like, I felt the way the crowd felt, everything kind of sparked something in me. I had already been a writer, but it was mostly like stories and poetry, stuff like that. But seeing that, I'm like, you know, I want to do something similar. I want to give people that same type of reaction one day. And I got into writing comics from there. So shout out to Chadwick, rest in peace. And seeing Black Panther, you know, really, really changed the game for me.
absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Coogler.
And for me, I always really loved cartoons as a kid and like storytelling. So even as a kid, I had books. I used to write books about Godzilla. That was my end thing. So, and it's crazy. My mom still has like the little books I wrote and drew. Yeah,
That's
shout out
cool.
to
That's
her.
cool.
Yeah.
My son-
So, and then my inspiration, I wanted to have that same impact that cartoons had on me to legacy to younger kids. I want that same impact. So that's what inspires me.
What
Real quick.
was one of your favorite cartoons? Like, what was that one that, like, oh yeah, that's the one that got me, like, that kind of got you hooked?
Jeez. So my favorite cartoon of all times would probably have to be Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I think Dragon Ball Z, like getting into anime for the first time, Dragon Ball Z, I'm watching that, and I never had cable like that growing up. So when I go to a friend's house or a family member's house, it's the Town Cartoon Network, Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do something like that.
Oh, okay, so you're like a Toonami kid then.
Yep.
So I was
Waking up
gonna
at
ask,
3 in the morning, listening to that Inuyasha ending show.
because you guys, I kind of got that idea. I'm like, my bad, Rick. So go ahead.
It's like I'm not even here sometimes.
I got excited.
So-
Say sorry.
So the name of you guys' comic is Legacy, right? And I was just wondering, you know, being black men in this day and age in this country, is that kind of speaking to what it is that you guys are looking to leave behind with your writings and with your creations, as far as like having an impactful legacy?
Oh, that's a really good question. Yes, I will. Yes, it is. It's not all about the struggle. It's just stepping back, looking at my life, and I was raised as a single parent. And when you read Legacy, you realize he's a single parent too. And I just want to be relatable. That's the full term. Just want to be relatable to little kids. Like it's okay to grow up, single family household. It's okay, and you can still be a good person, or don't have to live by the statistics. Of single parent household. Yeah, that's my belief.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my belief.
Yep.
Okay.
Say Rome.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, Shakes writes Legacy. I write Connie and Sergeant Soul. So Connie is she's my attempt at writing a black woman hero without her needing to be overly sexualized, without her needing to fit the stereotypes. Like she's attractive and she she'll have her sexy moments, but that's not all she is. It's never going to be what I want drawing readers to her. To focus on she's badass. She got hands for days. She's intelligent. She's got money. She's gonna be 100% black all the time and take nothing from nobody. So it's just my attempt at, like I said, represent a lot of the women in my life, a lot of the black women who've inspired me, who I've seen be 100% themselves and not shrink for anybody. I want to do a living tribute to them. So that's how I end up writing Connie, why I end up writing her.
Okay, go ahead, Cam.
And one other thing, Greg's not here, so I'll speak for him a little bit. He does Showtime, which basically, yeah, Greg does Showtime, and we both write Afro Latinos, so black and Latino characters. We need more Miles Morales out there.
Okay.
We need a lot more us out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, us and people of color in general, in my opinion. But no, I was going through your Instagram, and Sergeant Soul was one of the characters that kind of like jumped out at me. Like every once in a while, like I saw, it was a very imposing and striking character and figure. I just gotta ask, like, what was the inspiration behind him? Because I'm getting kind of like a LeBron James feel out of the dude. Like I was just wondering, like, is that kind of where it came from?
Fun fact, actually, I don't hate him anymore, but I used to really hate LeBron just because one of my best.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. I'm a Wizards fan.
One of my best friends, like, he's a huge LeBron fan to the point where you start to dislike Bron because of how hard he goes for him.
I can see that.
Sergeant Soul is definitely meant to be like that imposing figure. But when you read him, he's also a little bit less serious. Just because I wanted to show that black men don't have to be stoic, unemotional, like even though we might look imposing, like there's different sides to us. We're multifaceted. Like, I'm a bigger guy, so I've walked into a lot of rooms and you can instantly see the look on people's face. And I'm like, that's, it gets annoying. I understand how I look, but at the same time, don't put me in a box or anything like that. So Sergeant Soul, although he looks that way, when you do read his story and get to read about him, one of the things is I like to show just how, like I said, multifaceted he is as a character and how many different sides are to him.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, but the part about his story in general is that his whole thing is being the hood's hero. So he's fighting for the city, fighting for the people. And I've always made it so that it's not just here to clean up the streets, but also protecting the streets. So I address things like police brutality, government corruption, being underfunded and just a lot of the issues that we all know about and we all deal with. He fights and he addresses those in different ways throughout his series as well.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
So so going forward, what can we look forward in the future of Rising Eagle?
We're building towards an event. We're like trying to really create a living universe, not just a couple of scattered stories or things like that. Like we're really trying to, I hate to say it, but we're trying to big to it to where it's interconnected. Everything is, Infinity War style events are our ultimate goal, where we got all of our heroes connecting, working towards something. We've already picked out like our first big bad villain. Which, if you looked at the Kickstarter, you notice that the rewards are kind of in a emergency alert system setup. Like we have warnings and different codes and stuff. That's a Easter egg towards our big event, which is dealing with something called the system. So I don't want to give too much of that away, but yeah, we're building towards a large, sprawling universe that's interconnected and deals with everything throughout it.
Okay.
I just got one final. So as far, well, it's two final. For Legacy, the how much of an influence did, I guess, Ronin Warriors play on it? Because the armor style kind of reminds me of Ronin Warriors. You remember that anime back in the day?
I'm pretty sure he
A
does.
little bit about it.
Okay, all right. I was just curious. And for
Oh yeah, yeah.
For Candy,
It's crazy.
I gotta
It
ask
has
this.
nothing to do with
Go ahead.
the anime S Cryad. I don't know if you guys remember it. It was on Toonami.
Mm-hmm.
For like, it's an old anime. And dude had one of his arms was like that. That's where I got the inspiration for God Armor. Is that because I saw him in his fully powered up. I'm like, yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna use that and form it in my own. And
That's
it's a mix of Avatar too, like the Last Airbender, controlling different elements. What sets me ahead is the more they master their element, they can turn into solid armor.
Okay.
So think of like Legacy has lightning. So imagine the adamantium arm just made out of pure lightning.
Yeah, I can't wait to read more of that. I was like, damn, I gotta get more of it. I did have a question about Connie because I did get to read that one. Does the staff make her fly, or is she fly on her own? Is that her own
She's got her own powers. None of her gear or anything gives her powers. She is fully powered out by herself. So there'll be some times where she doesn't even have the staff and she's still handing out hands that are ready to eat for everybody. So, and
I thought that from one of the panels when she's fighting the guy, I had to go back and read the Grand Wizard was fighting, but it said Racker. I thought it said crack.
His name is Sea Racker, so you get with it.
Sea Racker. I got away with that. Oh, this is fucking epic. Okay. All right, last one. I'm gonna pass down to Racker. Let's go ahead. You had one last, and we're gonna move on with everything else.
I'm gonna walk around work saying that. My Sea Rackers. My bad. Go ahead, Cam.
No, I mean, I was just basically like just trying to finalize everything for everyone. So I'm hearing a lot of titles and stuff like that. So like, if you want to give it like a big kind of like a summary of like what y'all already have established, what you got going on, drop your socials in the Kickstarter so that people can follow you. Because I'm definitely like digging like now that getting to talking to you all, I'm understanding the artist behind the art. And that kind of like makes the art, bring the art out even more. So it's like, so just go ahead and let everybody else know like where they can find y'all and stuff like that.
So right now our big push is Kickstarter. We have about 8 days left. It's Rising Eagle Comic Squared, Rise of the Sequel. We've got the link posted to it on every one of our socials. And you can find us Rising Eagle Comics on Facebook and Instagram. I do a little tweeting about it on my personal page, but we don't have a personal Twitter yet. Rising Eagle Comics on Facebook and Instagram is the best way to find us. You can find, so far we have 4 heroes: Sergeant Soul, Connie, Showtime, and Legacy. The Kickstarter is about 3 of them. Sergeant Soul already has 3 issues out on his own, so he wasn't included in this project. But the Kickstarter is to get our next 3 issues out, which is Legacy 2, Showtime 2, and Connie 2. And yeah, we got a couple of conventions later this year for people who want to get some physical copies. We'll be at DreamCon. We got accepted to this con in Iceland.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
Let's take it to that.
Rising Eagle International. I like that.
Yes, sir. It was a half-court heave. We saw it while we were filling out other applications, and we were like, "Fuck it, why not?" The least they could say is no.
We took that full course, not made it.
Yeah, they say yes. So, September will be out.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get you guys' socials dropped in the comments. We're also gonna post it up in our Discord. So guys, make sure you go follow and support. But Weekend Herb, it's your time to shine, homie. Hit us with the church announcements.
All right, so starting off, Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland, he's facing felony domestic violence charges. Adult Swim has also cut ties with him, so this is going to be something really kind of different with Rick and Morty, seeing that he is the voice of both of them.
He's the voice of like 60% of the show. But
Yeah.
at the same, and being as though I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, like I'm always talking about Rick and Morty. It's a change, but honestly, just based off the things that I've read and the things I've heard about Justin Roiland, he deserves everything that's coming to him. Pieces of shit get treated like pieces of shit. You get flushed. So it is what it is. I also heard something about them talking to Mindy Kaling about taking over the show. Don't do that, please, for the love of God. Do not fucking do that, Adult Swim.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
No love for Mindy.
No,
Nah.
she's fucking movie for me. So no.
We got other topics to talk about.
Yeah.
We got to move forward. I'm not. Rome, you ain't gonna draw me into that shit.
Nah, I haven't paid attention to anything Mindy's done since she was in The Office. So
You're not.
She was in The Office?
Stay that way. Stay that way. Just
got you.
remember her.
She's
her.
trapped in amber.
Every time she showed up, I just ignored her. That's it.
So moving on, Angela Bassett has been nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and she's probably largely going to be expected to win for reprising the role of Queen Ramonda. If she don't win, I say we fucking riot, because she still deserves her award from What's Love Got to Do with it, in my opinion.
I will
Wow,
agree,
man. He been holding on the grudge like Piss on a road trip, man. Like he's over there like I ain't never gonna let that go.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not
shaping everything.
The way she ran across that highway, she deserves to win that goddamn thing.
That was.
It was everything else, but like, damn it, come on, man, she deserved to win that damn award.
Just to clarify, she's nominated for an Oscar, which is very, very important. You got to say that part.
The only reason I won't riot if she don't win is if it goes to the girl who played in Everything Everywhere All the Time.
Michelle Yeoh.
Her or the other one, Stephanie Hugh or whatever. Who's the daughter?
The daughter? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like if it goes to her, I'm not gonna be super upset because that movie was hands down amazing.
That's how you do a multiverse. Right. But the fact that she's nominated is already a big middle finger to people like Scorsese and Tarantino. So I hope they win just so they can be like, oh look, a roller coaster won. I'm
100% rooting for her. But yeah, if Stephanie come away with it after the performance she put on, I'm not gonna be as upset. I still riot with y'all, but
just quietly from the back. Also,
I'll be upfront with it. I still be like, yeah, I'm proud of Stephanie too.
Like I'll help flip a car, but I ain't gonna actually like get arrested. Like
Also, a little side note. Little side note. First actor from the MCU to be nominated for an Oscar. We lost Rome.
We lost Rome.
For a quick second, bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rick. Oh, Rome's coming back. All right.
Moving on. The Royal Rumble took place last night. And if you guys haven't seen, we actually did a live view on IG.
We did several live views, but y'all couldn't keep us uncensored, so we kept getting kicked off from IG. So Zuckerberg was like mad at you all. I was good. Zuckerberg was mad at y'all.
Fuck Zuckerberg.
I drink to that.
Bro, like we had shit to say, okay, and we weren't.
You couldn't say the word shit.
Shit is a part of life. Okay? Everybody shits.
For real. No, look, shit literally is life, though. If you think about it, circle of life.
It really is.
So,
but as far as the Royal Rumble goes, we had, it was an amazing event. We got together for the first time in a long time, getting everybody together in one place, and we tore it down. Well, they tore it down. Mm-hmm. So, biggest highlight. Okay, I don't know if we should we just go ahead and it's going to come out tomorrow anyway. Who won?
I'm watching it right now. So, you know.
Like wrestling is made for spoilers.
And we already knew from the preamble leading up to this that Cody's comeback meant that Cody's about to go to WrestleMania. We knew this was going to happen. It was going to go down. So Cody is the winner of the men's Royal Rumble for 2023, and Rhea Ripley is the winner of. Wait, what?
No. I want to give a shout out to Cody's civil rights leader Rhodes.
I wish I would not.
We had a Black Royal Rumble win. We all joined in singing the Black National Anthem as he won.
No, we all didn't. No, we are not singing. I was not singing for that blonde hair, blue-eyed white man.
When Brock got tossed over, we definitely did.
Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar got tossed over by Black Lesnar.
The women, even though there wasn't too much build up to the women's Royal Rumble, it was actually really good. The women's Royal Rumble was pretty damn good. You had Asuka coming back as Crazy Asuka, who even in all that makeup still just sexy as ever. It was very entertaining. But then also we got the Bloodline storyline advancement, and it's just listen. If you're not enjoying this heel Roman Reigns, it's something wrong with you. This is Roman Reigns prime. Like, he went and lived in the sun like Superman prime for 2,000 years, and he's just coming back as this golden spectral god of wrestling, and it's just amazing to watch.
Like, do y'all think that they actually paid for acting lessons or something, or what? Because it's like whatever they're doing for the Bloodline, I'm like, yo, this is some good character work.
One thing I will say is because one thing that they have on Peacock, they have the WWE Heels documentary, I guess you could say, where they give a little intake on how you had Sasha Banks, you had Stephanie McMahon, Vince, another person was Roman Reigns. And Roman was also saying they actually let me be me. So to be the savage that I always want to be outside of WWE. And I think that we're actually just letting Roman be Roman for once. And it's turning out to be some of the best storylines that we've seen in a while. Because, I mean, what was the name of the thing that you said yesterday, Trey, during where they asked him to say, what was it? Suffering succotash.
Yeah. He thought that was going to kill his career. So... I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the comments because Mr. Petty wants to be in there talking about he is light-skinned. Shut up, Cam. He's not. He's not.
Cody is light-skinned, man.
He is not. Genocide Circus Cody is not mixed. He is the son of a plumber.
He's
okay?
Clear.
No.
He's clear.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
He's clear.
Boy. No. We're not gonna give him that.
I'm just saying, Dusty Rhodes had soul.
So what would everybody think would be the highlight? What would be the highlight of the Royal Rumble? Out of all the matches that we saw, what's the highlight?
I'll go first. My highlight is watching Trey get mad that Logan Paul came out as number 27.
Yeah. and arguably made the best part of the whole entire Rumble.
Of the men's Royal.
Yeah. The men's Royal Rumble.
Piggybacking on another black man's accomplishments and abilities. Okay, yep. Cody is not Afro-Latino.
Cody Rhodes.
My favorite. So now that Rome has told us that he is
Definitely
watching
when
the
you
Royal
pop in,
Rumble
say
right now,
hi and like the video. Sorry, go ahead.
Knowing that Rome is watching the Royal Rumble right now, I'm actually waiting for him to get to the spot that I'm about to talk about. My favorite spot is the Logan Paul Ricochet spot, where they jump from halfway across the ring and meet in the middle. You'll know when Rome sees it because he's gonna look at the screen and go, "Oh shit!" So, like that was probably the spot of the night for me.
I gotta say the beatdown of Kevin Owens, because it was just like goddamn, and just when you thought that he was gonna stop, right at the end, Jay just said, "Fuck it, I'll give him one more super kick before I roll out." You know what I mean?
Bro, so you predict one thing of the whole night. You predict one thing, and then you just keep going right back to it.
Look here, I'm what is it? I'm always wrong every other time, and one time I'm actually right. I mean, hey.
Okay. You know what? No, Herb, stop talking.
No, okay.
Herb.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
Herb, we give you your one segment just so you know we can help you out. What I'm saying right now, when Herb is wrong 100% of the time, I mean that. This man, if he's going to make an announcement, like me and Herb were on the show. We were guests on the show, Hip Hop Vibes.
Oh my God, that's the last church announcement.
And someone goes, "Oh, hey, what's your favorite Eminem album?" And Herb goes, "Recovery is my favorite." Yo, this man shut down the whole show.
Ew.
Like one Gus went off cut.
She went. No, okay. Because if you're gonna tell the goddamn story, tell the whole goddamn story.
Goddess of the Odd of HNIC cut her camera off, went and probably got a drink, and like had to get consoled to recover from it. The other two people, because we all started out saying like, "Yo, that's what I love about hip hop. People have their own opinions, and no one's ever wrong." Herb is the only person I know in hip hop that can be wrong. Like, how do you have a bad opinion in hip hop so bad? Like, Rolling Stones and Vibe disagree with you. Like, that's how bad it is, man.
Okay. All right. Look, are you done? Are you done? Because I'm gonna say this because I said it last night numerous times. I said that's my favorite. I did not say it was the best one.
I mean, you still liked it.
The best one
over other stuff.
So you picked
I said it was my favorite because
over Eminem show and Encore.
I said the reason why I said it was my favorite is because we got all of those, and then he gave us Relapse. Relapse with complete ass. And his
logic is, this one album was so terrible that the next album was so great. That's why I like this one. What kind of logic is that?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I stand by what I said, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Hey, Hip Hop Vibes, shout out to you because you provided us with plenty of content. Thank you, homie. I appreciate it.
I was about to say, AJ, look what you done to our show, man.
But that appreciate the F and A's.
All right. Well, I mean, honestly, while we get prepared for the next segment, but I don't think it's wrong to yuck his yum, Joe. Like, that's what he likes. That's what he likes.
I never even said it was the best album. I said, in fact, I think his first one was probably the best one. He had so many hits. But moving on.
The first one.
You like Silk the Shocker in middle school, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I fucking hate Silk the Shocker. No.
Say,
fuck you. Fuck you, man.
Hey, but I give you your props though. You still 10 to them down and stick with your opinion. I fucked with that.
Yeah. He has no choice, man. He just like I'm gonna die on this hill that Recovery is my favorite album. All right, you know what? I know I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick because think about Recovery is like I said, I guess Relapse is an injury and Recovery was his trying to like heal from that bad injury. So speaking of healing or recovery, our character of the week is known for having like a huge just recovery skills just top notch. So let's go ahead and roll this wonderful beam footage of our character of the week. And also people to update because I actually did something really nice with this theme song. So let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the character of the week.
What up, everybody? Today's character week is Lauren Kinney, better known as X-23. X-23 first debuted in Marvel Comics around like 2004 in a comic series called NYX. Then later her own series, X-23 Innocence Lost, which is pretty much her origin story. But if you really want to get down to it, Craig Kyle, the creator of her, was also one of the writers of the X-Men Evolution cartoon from WB. That's when she actually made her original debut. Pretty much like Harley Quinn, she was part of like the cartoon that pretty much got popular, and then they decided to like make her into a character in the actual series because, well, she's an integral part of the series. Recreating the X gene from scratch pretty much, the 22 failed attempts. The 23rd one is which is why she got the name X-23, named after the Weapon X program, and the 23rd version of Wolverine, which is the clone version. Facility for some reason wasn't liking her methods, particularly one doctor in mind, a guy named Xander Rice. Xander Rice apparently had a hate on for Wolverine because he killed his dad. Why were you even in this project to begin with? Like, that makes no sense. Like, why are you here? As some sort of petty revenge, she decided to make Sarah Kinney the surrogate mother of X-23. She eventually gave birth to the actual clone of Wolverine, X-23, named her Laura. She's trained in martial arts, abused, isolated, no actual childhood ever. Then they forced her into a radiation treatment, which pretty much progressed or fast forward her X gene, and then she started growing bone claws. She had 2 in her wrist and 1 in her foot. I don't know. Now, the adamantium process, they didn't do her entire skeletal structure, they just did just the claws. So, no bones, just the claws. So now armed with adamantium claws, she and several forms of martial arts, she is now the most formidable assassin at the age of 11. Now, due to the facility's manipulation, the trigger was put on Dr. Sarah Kinney, which eventually means that she couldn't stop herself and she killed her own mother. Yeah, that's sad. Eventually, she escapes the facility. She finally tracks down Logan, who she deems is pretty much responsible for all her trauma. Doesn't make sense, but you know, it's whatever. She's fighting Logan. Apparently, she's also a lot faster, stronger, and heals faster than Logan's. However, she's in the middle of this saying that we're both weapons and one of us should be destroyed. Logan's like, we're not weapons, we're people. You determine who you are. You're not a weapon, you're a person. So even though he tried to give her some semblance of childhood or some type of normalcy, to not be a weapon, she became both an X-Men, part of the Avengers Academy, Thunderbolt, and X-Force member. So pretty much still a weapon. Enough backstory, we can skip over to the part where she takes over the mantle of Wolverine. Somewhere after the death of the Wolverine series, and somewhere after Secret Wars, her and Ken, which is Wolverine's biological son, had a couple of run-ins. Pretty much like a couple of pages of slashing and then ended up being a standstill battle. So, yeah, there's that. Powers and abilities, same as Logan, except for this maybe younger and faster, and more chemically enhanced or augmented. Like I said, she's been featured in the X-Men Evolution as her start. She's been later featured in the comics, and she's been a staple of the Marvel comics ever since. She's also featured in the live-action Logan film, played by Daphne Keane. So, shout out to X-23, aka Wolverine, part of a legacy character. Hope she does well, carry on the mantle, the best there is of what she does, which is be a weapon. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to you guys.
Like, share, subscribe.
Drawing a blank right now. The anime one, the guy with the bio armor, blades in his arm, had a B movie, starred Mark Hamill and Jimmy Walker. The Guyver, there you go. I had to walk that out. The Guyver is actually doing pretty well. The comment section is really on fire for that one. A lot of people are just reminding themselves that the Guyver was the OG mech. Go ahead, Trey.
Oh, it's back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no sound. Now. Okay, now I'm back. All right, let's go to this again. All right, so that was my Character Week segment with my new intro, my new YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTube channel. So like, share, subscribe, hashtag him. This is my YouTube channel. Go like and follow. I'm just about to hit 200 subscribers. Share it with your friends. Like I said, I got 2 videos that's doing pretty well right now. I got a the Guyver, which is slowly but surely climbing up there, and a couple of thousands itself as far as views and comment sections on Fire. A lot of people remember that the OG one and my Predator one is also doing pretty well. That one's full of a lot of hater comments. So
I was
feel
about
free
to
to
say,
like.
the Predator one is doing well for spite because white boys don't like seeing a strong melanated female lead.
They will be like, I don't. Yeah, they're okay with ancient aliens coming from like space to like do damage on Earth, but when it's a female protagonist, that's where they draw the line where they find it's unbelievable. But whatever. Hate is gonna hate. But like, share, subscribe. I'm doing pretty well. I'm hit a little creative spark, so please help me grow so I can do Mo and I can get actual equipment. Trey.
All right. Want to take a quick moment to give a special shout out to a friend of the show, personal friend of mine. McAG3 on Twitch, or Mike Ag if you know him. Him and his wife Jackie, they celebrated the birth of their son, Owen Robin McAg. I think it was 14 pounds, 6 ounces, something like that. But yeah, they had a bouncing baby boy. Congratulations. We love you. And we're happy you guys have this new bundle of your life. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, since McAg is a gamer.
That's a big baby, though.
Hey,
that's a big boy.
Big ass baby.
I'm about to say, you may want to look at those numbers again just to make sure you're correct. Because she didn't. I don't think she had no choice but to give.
It's just a picture of Jackie drinking water right now. This is like, okay, all right.
Congratulations, this is Asgardian.
Since Mike AG is a gamer through and through on Twitch stream, so he got his third player to enter the challenge. So shout out to McGagey on that one. I appreciate the name of that one too. So if you know, I ain't gonna go into details, but that name, that hits home.
Awesome. All right, so time for us to move on into with Rick Story. Did you have one more thing you wanted to add?
No.
End
of the show.
Cool. My bad. So, what are we going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks? We're going to talk about right now. Last of Us Episode 2 dropped, and it was amazing. Hell of a lot of suspense. Finally got to see what Dance the Brains look like. But what do you guys think? What did you guys think?
Honestly, I would like to let our guest go first because we got to be hospitable.
I thought it was incredible. The way they recreated the clickers. Hey, I had to turn the light on when I was watching. I'm not gonna lie to you. It got a little intense. I was high. It was doing a lot of things that I wasn't expecting at the moment. So that but it was amazing because it felt just like the game. I loved Last of Us 1 and 2, and so far this series has done one of the best video game adaptations I've seen, as far as the feeling, the visuals, the story, and it's doing a good job at at covering a lot of ground without making it feel like we're watching a whole bunch of filler shit. Like they've shown a lot of things, they've covered a lot of things that in the game was probably like an hour or two worth of play, and they made it feel really, really well done. So, I've enjoyed every second of it. I'm ready for tonight. I'm gonna be locked in after these games, and for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed episode 2. I was having post-traumatic stress, and my arms automatically started turning into a controller, trying to move out the clicker. Like move. You hit L1 to do the little so you can hear better.
Sitting there yelling at the TV. I said
only had one bad opinion about it, but other than that, episode 2 was.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go.
The way Sis went out. Come on, she was done. You ain't supposed to go out like that. In the video game, remember she was fighting the government, whatever they're called. She said, "I'll give y'all some time," but then in the show, she makes out with a zombie, and then that's. Come on, man. Come on, I think she don't. So deep down, she had a zombie fetish or something, but
dead ass.
The gasoline. She poured the gasoline, and then she poured, not poured, but pushed over the grenades. but then uses the lighter that's not fucking working to try to ignite everything. You better pop one of them bad boys and just throw it. But now she wants to make out with the zombie first. On some hentai shit, you know, with all the things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's dope. Episode 2 was dope.
Because as most of y'all know, I never played the game before. So going into this, it was like, holy shit, what can I look forward to next? And like Trey said last week, who do you think is gonna fall off next? And I said Tess, and because it just looks like, hey,
we knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was gonna happen, but the clicker, like you said earlier, the clickers are fucking terrifying. And just come like, I mean, and I like how they pan to the side to go and look and see what Pedro Pascal's character was just like, okay, I got to get these fucking bullets together. And then all of a sudden he pan right back out. And that motherfucker is just like this all over the place. Shit is terrifying.
Imagine playing the game and seeing that shit.
In the dark.
You're in a dark room and you hear.
Nope. I'm turning on all the lights. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that. Dr. Eba. Even though we knew from the first episode what happened, but it was the holy shit moment when she was like, look, bomb everything. There's no curable thing that you can do. Bomb everything. And like you said earlier too, the VFX was amazing to see how the building would just literally landed on the other building and everything. It was just visually amazing. Because even if you looked at the first episode, you seen the clip. If you really paid attention to it, you could see the clickers just starting to run across the building and everything. And if I'm not mistaken, this episode tonight is supposed to be the hook episode that gets you like, this is the setup for the rest of the season. The holy shit of it all. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah. Nah.
And one thing I might add. I might add. Really good with the visuals with the video game. Like every landmark you see, like the building tipped over, that's all in the video game. So I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's so dope. Like you guys are HBO snapping right now with this.
The fan service on Last of Us is next level.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr.
I was just gonna say, fuck, I lost it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's cool.
Yeah, never mind. It's cool. We keep moving. I lost it. It's gone.
Oh yeah, and one cool thing that
go ahead.
One cool thing that it did add, that the video game did add, is that the whole fungus are all connected. So when one gets hurt, all the rest of them.
I love that change.
Concept.
I'm glad it's not in the game though, because I wouldn't have beat it. I can't.
I wouldn't have
Nah.
You don't have enough ammo for that.
Exactly. Nah.
Oh my god.
Because now it goes from an action / shooter to a adventure and runner, because that's all I'm be doing.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Betty?
I'm just curious how Xbox players are feeling now. I'm just they out here watching HBO Max trying to like jump on the bandwagon. I'm like, nah, so y'all Microsoft. Nah, that we over here.
While they're down.
Hey, look, real quick to jump on the back of that. They on Paramount Plus looking at Halo and then looking at Last of Us like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's what happens when you follow source material.
Dragon chills.
Oh man.
Episode 2 for me. As somebody who's played through both of the games and who loves both of the games, like you have this certain reverence for certain things as part of the game, right? The first time I heard watching this episode, I literally got chills when I heard the clicker noise.
Oh my god!
Like
yes.
they got into the museum and you heard that and I was like, oh no. Yeah, exactly.
They don't do that again.
Randomly during the whole show.
Shit just, I got goosebumps you doing this shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, don't do that one again.
it just like they got it so goddamn perfect, and then like you go and find out that they got the man and woman who did the actual voice acting for the clickers in the show to do. I mean, from the game to do it in the show, and you just like, damn, like for real, HBO is really snapping on this shit. Like this is fucking outstanding, and also just to give you
source material.
Right. so look, I've been talking about it. I've been talking about it since we did the live. I've been talking about it since we talked about it on the show, and it just came out this week. Season 2 has been approved.
Yeah.
So we go like if you motherfuckers think you done had some trauma so far with 2 episodes, oh, it's more coming for you, baby. Like the season 2 seasons.
Trauma.
If you ain't played the Last of Us 2, it got some shit coming for you, and it's coming for you from the beginning of the show. It's coming for you from the beginning of for season 2. Also, man, I can't wait till we get to Pittsburgh on this show. If you know, you know.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for anything from the Last of Us 2 to happen in live action. None of it.
No. I'm talking.
I just want to go hug my brothers. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got a question for y'all. Do you think they're gonna split game 1 into 2 seasons or sum it up into 1 season?
So
go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's the original game is 14 hours. I think the second game was what, 20 hours? But more than likely, all we can get out of this is 3 seasons for the first game. Because they got it right. They have to get to that ultimate conclusion. So
you think they could write 3 seasons off just the first game?
Off the first game,
Yeah,
I give them 3 seasons.
For sure.
I give them 3
For
seasons.
sure. They got a lot of moments they got a lot of moments they can drag out.
At least 2 in the first game. At least 2. 3 stretching it. Now you have to add on content.
I gotta say this because although every single thing about the show is looking amazing, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I'm glad that they said they got greenlit for season 2. This is HBO Max. It's still HBO. I'm hoping that they do not go ahead and do something like reel us all in. This is an amazing show. And then when the end comes, they fumble the ball at the goal line like Ernest Biner. I swear before God, I hope they don't do that.
Look, we know they're going to. We know
that. Here's another thing. Remember, 1 and 2 are like almost 10 years apart, so they could continue seasons during that gap.
Okay. So what you're saying is just like so HBO writers could try to take the ball in their own hands and like try to like fill in their gap themselves, and that's where so we might have a 3rd season of crap because HBO writers, when they, as you can tell by Mr. Proper's Dragon Show, that was a big indicator of how like when the writers in their own hands.
Wait, y'all don't like House of Dragon?
No.
I never said I loved House of Dragons. I enjoyed watching it for what it was. Never said I loved it.
So I'll say this. If this was just being written by people that worked for HBO and it was just their thing and they were going forward with it and they just got the licensing from Naughty Dog, then I would be right there on par with y'all. But the fact that Neil Druckmann is not just in the writer's room, he is the leader of the writer's room, and he is helping co-create this show for HBO Max. And then also, the one point that they keep on re-emphasizing is that we are following the games. There are going to be little tweaks and little changes here and there, but we are following the games. So that's why I'm pretty confident I can call my shot on every episode about what's going to happen. And then also, that's why I'm very confident that in season 2, we're going to get the Rat King and we're going to freak a whole bunch of people out. Damn!
Google it.
So
I
real
Googled
quick,
it last week. Goddamn, Rick.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here. No, did you guys see the? Never mind. I'll tell you in the Discord.
No, don't talk about Abby. Don't talk about Abby and that weird thing.
No. I wasn't even talking about that. That was weird. That was weird. Just okay. Anyway, with this, I think we've asked this before, but
your Royal Rumble moment.
Oh yeah.
It just-
Oh yeah, it just
Yeah,
Oh.
that was wild.
I've asked this to the guys before. I want to ask the guests. What other games do you think would make great transitions into live action? What would be your choice?
Red Dead Redemption.
All right.
Red Dead would be amazing. Oh, that'd be such a
Red
good
Dead.
game.
I thought
Grand
he
Theft
said
Auto.
Dance. Hey, hold on. So he said Red Dead Revolution. I thought he said Dance Dance Revolution. I'm like, what? Like,
Yo,
that would be a hard.
Oh, the
If
survival
they
of the
did-
universe is based on your foot movement. Come on, you know that's
Right.
if they did Red Dead Redemption, but season 1 was the Arthur Morgan story from Red Dead 2,
Yeah,
and then we go into John Marston, boy.
Yeah. that is exactly how you got to do it.
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
You know what?
and in a shared universe, the Red Dead one where they did the zombie one would be like a prequel to Last of Us.
You onto something right there. You onto
So-
something.
I think after this, we all need to start.
Walking Dead.
We need to do a
Prequel.
screen. We need to.
Last of Us.
Hey, fellas, we need to do a screenplay for the Red Dead Redemption TV show. Like we got Blerds and Whiskey and Rising Eagle Comics need to come together and do this and pitch it to HBO.
I'm with it. I'm with all that shit.
Shakes.
Grant.
Yes.
Look, Shakes.
Rising Whiskey.
Oh no,
I was gonna say, do an anthology series each season of Grand Theft Auto.
It's just gonna be Miami Vice with a lot more sex and hookers.
I
Like,
mean, why not?
yeah. You've seen some of these
and
shows.
at the season finale, will you buy the Malibu Club? Like, come on now.
So the only way I think it'd be feasible to do a GTA live action show would probably be like the Ballad of Gay Tony or GTA 4. Like those are the really only interesting stories. Like GTA 5 is all over the place, but seeing Trevor in live action is going to turn a lot of people off.
Yo.
It's just like, wait a minute, I don't like this. I don't like this shit at all.
Him eating the
I'm not saying,
has a thumb sticking out of it.
I'm not saying as far as like San Andreas, we've already watched Snowfall, so we don't, it doesn't do a thing anymore.
Rick Straw, I'm surprised you did not say God of War.
Oh, that's already happening. I don't have to say it. It's already happening. I don't even
It
talk
is?
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
think
was
Netflix is
gonna
supposed
say
to bring it
that,
out, right?
but depending on where they started, I was gonna say that, but depending on where they started, because Greek Kratos was a menace. Like you can't write that dude on live
Yeah,
television.
Greek
I got
Greek
two.
Kurt-
Greek Kratos is a whole different breed of niggas.
Yeah. So in the comments, and then what's it? Go ahead.
Other two suggestions would be Ghost of Tsushima, which was amazing. 10 out of 10 game. And then I don't know if y'all ever played this game called Control. It's a real it was one of the early PS5 exclusives, but that would be some great TV too. If HBO took that, the way they could do the visuals and shit would be perfect.
So
Yeah.
so apparently a Ghost of Tsushima movie is being kicked around.
We need that. The streets need that. The action scenes would be amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And the guy who played Scorpion would be the perfect Ghost of Tsushima. for
Oh
that one.
yeah.
Is he? He might be too old, wouldn't he?
I'm about to say he's in his 60s, and the main character of Ghost of Tsushima is like mid to late 20s. So it would just have to be somebody a little bit younger. But I see I'm picking up what you're putting down.
No, the comment section suggested things like Rainbow Six, Devil May Cry, Babylon 5, Deep Space Nine, and Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. It's literally just Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine.
I think aren't they doing Rainbow Six? They're doing Rainbow Six on Amazon because
Michael B. Jordan
was doing did the first one, first Tom Clancy movie.
And the guy that directed
Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of the greatest ones.
The guy that directed the first couple John Wick movies is directing the Michael B. Jordan Rainbow Six movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I know our producer, She Who Seduces Aliens, is all about the Mass Effect the Mass Effect live action plug. Oh, y'all thought I wasn't gonna get that nickname in there, nigga?
I wasn't gonna get it. I thought you wasn't gonna get it. Hey, make sure you guys go follow Lillian Desu on Twitch so you can watch her seducing the aliens and giving them blue balls or purple balls or red balls, whatever balls
So
they
you know what we do? Oh my god.
He is teasing the aliens out there. But as we wrap things up, because we got to get up out of here, Rising Eagle Comics, let everybody know where they can find you. We also have dropped your information in our content in our comments, but go ahead and let them know one more time. Shake that
Arf.
on you. He's on mute.
You're on mute.
Oh, that'll be on me. All right, cool.
Nah, the
My bad.
nigga-
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, Rising Eagle Comics. And if you want to follow Legacy personally, you can search Legacy Blaze on Facebook. And our Kickstarters, Rise with the Sequels. Pledge your support. We need all the love and support we could.
Also,
I'm
if
trying
you
to make
search
it
Rising
fun.
Eagle Comics on Twitter, you'll probably see me or Greg's tweets because we've been spamming people all week long. You got plenty of places to search us. So yeah, definitely click the link and support.
Yeah, get on that Kickstarter, y'all. We love Black businesses. If you're tired, like we've had several rants where we're tired of like Disney and Marvel, and we're just almost begging just for a morsel of representation. Well, we have representation right here. So if y'all acting like y'all begging for morsel of representation from the big three, but you don't support people like who are up and coming, like my man's over here with Rising Comics, then shut the hell up.
Appreciate
That's
it.
how.
And on that point, and on that part, stop waiting on Marvel and DC to represent us. Go to your indie people. They're the ones who support. They put the soul in that character. They could just label Superman black and be like, okay, dude, that's representation, whatever. But with indie comics, Black indie comics creators, we thought it out. We could represent it the best way. So
They got their ear to the streets, man.
Mhm.
a lot of indie comics too. So
Rick, you got something to say?
Yeah. Speaking of representation and speaking of being Black in America, fight and the constant fight that we have, I just wanted to take a moment to give a special moment of silence to the life and to the of Tyre Nichols. Tyre Nichols was beaten by 5 Black Memphis police officers. You got a lot of right-wing people out here talking about how can this be racism if the officers was Black. Clearly, you don't understand how racism works and how anti-Blackness and how systematic anti-Blackness is in this country. But they released the body cam footage. I have yet to watch it. I don't think I will watch it. I've seen a few clips. I can't take any more of the brutality. But also, I just want to take this moment to celebrate the life and times of this positive Black young man who was gone from us too soon. So I just want to give a toast and about 5-second moment of silence to Tyre Nichols. Thank you.
Go ahead, Big Herb.
All right. With that being said, guys, like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms. Be sure to check us out in the Discord as well. As always, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Also, fuck the police.
That part.
hey, before we go, let me ask you: Are you guys football people?
That